Do you think a 25-year separated marriage can actually come back together and be normal? Hi, welcome guys to my channel. My name is Moyofora. If you're new here and movies are something you love, this is the place to be. So hit the subscribe button and you don't want to miss any episode once I share. Today I want to talk about a Nollywood movie that I saw on YouTube. Two things I loved about this movie: quality and the standard of actors used. I'll be putting the name of where I watched this movie in the description box, so you might want to check it out after this review. When I mean the standard of actors used, I'm talking about those kind of faces you saw growing up. If you saw Igodo, you know Sam DEDE, you know Nobat Young, you know Ngozi Ezeonu, you know Stella Damasos, Bimbo Ademoye, Gabriel Afolayan. Should I keep going? The movie starred a man called Animashaun, and he was a renowned boxer in Nigeria. He had two kids, a boy and a girl. Anu was the girl and Ayochukwu was the boy. She was married to an Igbo lady. Ngozi is acted by Stella Damascus. The man left Nigeria for the US, in order to boost his career as a boxer, as a professional boxer. But did things work out the way he thought? Absolutely not. Things turned out the opposite way. He got into one or two things, he got involved with some people, and at the end of the day, it became a court situation and landed him in jail. And during this period, he never heard from his Nigerian family, neither did his Nigerian family hear from him. Time went by and 25 years was gone. He decided to return or relocate back to Nigeria, and his first stop was his mother's house. Unfortunately, he found out that his mom was dead. However, that did not stop him because it was all out, to get his family back. But now, let me ask you a question. Do you think a 25-year separated marriage can actually come back together and be normal? I'll leave you guys to use the comment section to let me know what you think. So he came back to Nigeria with the hopes that he's going to find his family, he's going to apologize, and he will get back with his family. But then, I'm not going to let the cat out of the bag. I wanted to go watch the movie. But he did his research, and while doing his research, he realized that his wife, his so beloved wife, Ngozi, was already involved with another man. He also tried to trace his son, he tried to trace his daughter. Unfortunately, Ayochukwu, who was the boy, acted by Gabriel Afolayan, was like an early 20s man, right? But he just did not have a bearing. Like, he was always going out. He was always with friends in the hood. He was always playing or found fighting. Now, sometimes those fights might be for a good cause. Local police officers, they already know him because, he was always going to the police station for one reason or another. Sister Anu, who had a friend, and both of them were always hustling. I'm going to stop there. Now, let me trace it to one of the morals I found particularly interesting and that was portrayed well in this movie. And that is the institution of marriage and the purpose of a family. I believe that there is a reason God made a man and a woman to come together to create a family. Right? Because of order, because of guidance, because of protection. Those were lacking for Ayochukwu and Anu in this movie. And I felt it played a huge role, the way those people turned out. Now, don't get me wrong. In real life, I know that there are people, even without parents, orphans, who end up well. But there are also some who are, who have a single parent and they end up well. But I'm talking as regards the story in this movie. Particularly for Ayochukwu, because there wasn't that father figure. There wasn't that mentor figure, so to speak. And also for Anu, maybe, if the father was there, he probably would have found out the kind of hustling Anu was doing. I promise I won't let the cat out of the bag because I want you guys to go watch the movie. Let me quickly talk about the second moral that I want to touch on regarding this movie, and that is forgiveness. In real life, I know that there are things that happen to people, and for that, they decide, if they want to keep the relationship or not. But I think forgiveness is huge. Forgiveness is important in the way we personally heal, at the end of a particular situation. However, it is based on wisdom and the instructions you get or the way you feel that will determine the level of relationship you want to keep with such person that hurt you or the person that made things go sour. But forgiveness is key. Like I said, talk about the standard of the movie, the quality, and the standard of the actors that were used. I just enjoyed watching the movie, and I think you would enjoy it as well. Give kudos to whoever edited this movie, who came up with those soundtracks, who came up with the use of those soundtracks, because I did enjoy them, particularly with the way it enhanced the mood per scene. It just tallied with the mood and the emotions that the producer was trying to let us enjoy, or the director of this movie was trying to let us enjoy. So shout out to Oluseyi Asurf, shout out to Daniel Ademinokan, who directed the movie, and well done to every cast and crew of this movie gone. If this is something you would love to see more of, please put your comments down below for me in the comment section and let me know. If you're not subscribed, this is a good time to do so. You do not want to miss anything from this channel. Till my next video, thank you so much for watching. Stay blessed, and remember, God loves you. Bye.